The last several months, I've been investigating the deaths of detainees in U.S. immigration custody under the Trump administration. In the last 13 months since Donald Trump took office, there have been 42 of these deaths, which have occurred at facilities all across the country. Just to get ahead of what I know DHS's response has been and will be to the story that is out today at The Guardian, I'd like to note that some of the people whose deaths I've investigated in the last few months had no criminal history or had criminal histories that included relatively minor offenses like DUIs. DHS very much likes to point out the criminal histories of anyone who dies in immigration custody. In fact, it typically leads their press releases on these detainee deaths. But set that aside for a moment and let's take a step back and think about what we've seen and heard about the circumstances of these deaths. Unfortunately, there hasn't been a lot on this issue. There's been some great reporting out there about individual cases like Xiaofeng Xie, who was an immigrant who died in custody in Pennsylvania, who supposedly killed himself. Scripps News obtained an autopsy report showing he had his hands and his arms tied behind his back at the time of death. That case has sort of weirdly just died. As far as I'm aware, there's no wrongful death lawsuit or any further investigation of it, which is actually kind of in line with what I've found over the past several months of looking into these deaths.